And for those that don't know enough, okay, keep in mind, everything that this phone right now that's being recorded, everything that I'm doing on this phone is so controlled by somebody on a fucking computer that's just doing this. Like, I'm scheming on me. I mean, literally, they're moving, like, the surface of my phone right now. I cannot press or do anything. The proximity of the screen and how the phone functions is completely haywired and unbalanced. I don't know who's done this. They keep playing games with me. I literally touch the screen and the screen will switch over like 4 fucking times and flink across. I touch the top of the screen and it'll open the very bottom of the screen. I try to press the message button and the Facebook chat opens up. I'm telling you that none of this is because of accident or a virus. It is someone that is doing this intentionally to my phone, preventing me. And this is why all of the chaos that I've talked about in my other videos that you see on my prior Instagram videos that I just posted, of all the chaos, imagine trying to use your phone when all this chaos is going on. Damn, I'm going to try to do this. I got to find directions. I got to do this. And they're just toying with my Google apps when I'm trying to find a bus trip. They make sure that the app is barely able to be legible, to be able to be read. And they're shooting my hand right now. I can feel them right now shooting me. Look, I can feel them shooting my hand right now. They're shooting this muscle right here in this area. Let me tell you, they're shooting these electronic devices, beating the shit out of me with these. Okay? I'm not fucking kidding, so that I become obedient to any parasitical faggot and transgender that comes around me. So when they start sexual lusting toward me or saying things or whispering things, and if I don't obey, and I don't say, oh, okay, let's just go have sex with a transgender again, you can rape me in the butt this time. If I get aggressive, they'll send their faggots, do what we tell you to do. You're to shit yourself. Oh no, we're just being transgender over here. Like, and it's fucking gross. It's fucking crazy sick. But let me tell you, I'm trying to use my phone and I'm like Googling and shit, and I'm like medical information. I'm press the speaker phone so that I can voice the text to ask a question about about one of my exams or something, and it won't say anything that I'm saying. Like, I'll say, my name is Hector, and it'll say, I'm planning to go to Six Flags next year. And I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't even say that shit. I mean, it's fucking crazy. Like, and I'm pressing, Googling shit. I'm searching on the internet, and that's all they're doing to my phone. So every time I use my phone, it's like I can't even use my phone, but I pay the full amount of bill. The bill is like $65 a month. I pay, it's like 68, something like that, just under 70 bucks. I have to pay the phone bill. I have to pay the fucking phone bill. And they're fucking stealing all my fucking money for, this has probably gone on for 12 years, 14 years now, or at least tapping my phone, at least 14 years. But the hacking and everything has went up the scale, chaos roof, for my early 30s. I'm telling you, they're not allowing me to use my phone. They're slowing down the processor on my phone. So when I open up an app, it won't open up. And then it'll just close off the screen. And then I'll try to open it up, and it takes like literally a minute and a half to open up. Like, and they're just toying games with me, and it's very sick psychology. It's very sick psychology. The same people that are tapping my phone are the same people that are shooting these electronic devices at me. And one of the ways that I do know this is that they'll tell like one of their transgenders and say something that makes you think that they're talking about something else, and that's not what they're talking about. They're talking about something else. So what they'll do is somebody will walk by me, and they're talking to someone, and it'll be some transgender, and they'll say, yeah, when are you going to open that up? But it's in a sexual way. And they'll be talking to their friend, walking by me, looking at me, and nobody will be around. I'll pick up my phone 5 minutes later, and I keep trying to open my my Instagram, or I keep trying to open my Facebook, or I keep trying to open up an app and it won't open. And then it closes. I keep doing it, and then it opens up. Do you see how the psychological game is doing? It finally opened up. Did you see how it related to the person that was making those threats or those sexual comments toward me? And the second that happens, they'll shoot the electronic device like something's pinching me in my ass. Like something pinching me in my ass, like doing this shit, the second that the app opens up. And it's like a sick psychological, very crazy shit that they're doing, correlating the behavior by using my phone as a personal weapon. Now keep in mind, the police officers have already came by and made multiple threats, and I knew what they were talking about. And I haven't made videos about this. One that was referencing about the murder attempt that was placed on me, congratulating another police officer, say, yeah, good job, you know, for doing the murder attempt. And they'll just walk by, and I know what it's referencing, and they'll walk by me. Then it'll be some other blacks, and it'll be some other faggots and trans that walk by to secure the threat that they want to make. So they work as a team together, knowing that this is happening. But I wanted to make this video. Imagine using your phone, all the chaos, and you can't even use your phone. Like, I'm trying to fucking make emails, and every time I press the keyboard, it doesn't press the buttons because they change the proximity of my keyboard so that it's just like, no, that's not what I'm trying to do. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. No, what is it? And it's an agitation. It's all day. It's every single day. It's like that. Someone is literally can just and then shut off the fucking screen, literally on my phone whenever they want to, and it's every day. Everything. I'm sitting there trying to study. I'm trying to do work. I'm trying to fucking take care of myself, and they won't let me. And they have done this for 10 plus years now. It recently only got worse over the last 7 years, I would say, where it's just, I'm trying to make send emails to my job applications, or registering for school, or whatever it may be, and they're just like fucking the whole phone up, like intentionally. And it's not an accident. It's not, you know, in any kind of way, you know, oops. It's not, oh, somebody sent me a virus, you know, it was my fault, I didn't have a protection. It was none of that shit. Like, I'm calling my phone and calling my bank accounts, and the two stalking individuals that have been doing this to me have repeatedly picked up the phone for over 10 years now on my PayPal. I call Amazon, it's the same person that's being linked to this phone. And they can steal money out of my bank account as they want. And on top of that, I've talked about this. Imagine you talking on the phone and they turn up the volume really loud and change very, very screechy, where you can't do anything. Like you're like, you're pulling the phone away because somebody's doing this shit. And it's not just turning in the volume up. They're making the volume equalizer so it's real screechy and sharp and nasty. And they'll do this repeatedly over the phone. When I try to defend and I argue, say, where you steal my money, they'll turn up the volume so that I'm like, okay, steal my money. Okay, take whatever you want. And I go to the police, and the police officers say, this is how pigs do it, huh? Remember how you said something about the faggots? And I know that that's what the whole topic is, about trans and gays, and that they don't care about anything else. They don't give a shit, because they know they have their murder attempt victims and people just coming after me for the whole situation. But like I said, I can't use my phone, and I'm struggling. Like, I finally get an email sent after 10 fucking tries. And I'm like, finally send one, and I spend an hour just dealing with that and that agitation. Then I do something else. I try to look up something, you know, my accounts or something like that. I'm taking care of what I need to, and they'll keep fucking with me repeatedly. That's the unbelievable amount of control that they have. Everything on my phone. Everything. They drain my battery, this life source, like that whenever they want to. When they want to, they can turn on, I don't know how they do this. This is crazy. This is wild what they do. They do something to the processor or the hardware of the phone. where it generates a lot of hot heat, like getting really, really hot, like it's transferring information, and I'm not even using the phone, or I'm just looking at my Facebook or Instagram, or looking at my email, and you can feel the phone, literally feel the phone like burning fucking hot, and I'll be in an AC environment, and I'm not uploading anything, I'm not doing anything to the phone. This is how the level of control of shit they have. So the person that is tapping my phone is like literally doing like doing some fucking crazy fucked up shit to the phone. And it's like every time I open my Facebook, every time I open my Instagram, it delays everything. Like when I talk about delay, I try to upload a video and it'll like, you could see how the screen drags across the fucking screen and just glitches a lot. And it's somebody tapping the phone. My phone never did this when I was 27 years old, 26 years old. Not this. And so it'll screech across my screen, and you can see the massive glitches it's having, and it's not normal. It's somebody that's doing this intentionally so that the visual effect that I'm watching on the screen intentionally does that. But I wanted to make this video. My phone is completely hardwired. I've changed, I've had the same number probably for, over 10 years now. But I've changed my phone number prior to that 35 times, and it never worked. I tried buying new phones and it doesn't work. I don't know who's responsible. Someone has a legal, corrupted power over me, and they can steal any money they want. They can, they call the people over at PayPal to cancel my card without my permission. They call all kinds of people, and tell him, hey, cancel his card, steal some money out of his account. We're gonna know he's gonna call you for his money. Make sure you hang up the phone on him. Make sure you disconnect the phone. So I'll be calling PayPal asking for my money, and the phone will just drop out of nowhere. And so I tried making phone calls. While I'm trying to make phone calls, somebody else will come by and make a threat, and I'm like, who's making the threat? Because the people at PayPal are now doing it. Oh, it's just I don't know who's going on, and it's very jaded, so it's hard not to relate to this situation, because you have so many people coming at me. But like I said, I'm still trying to fucking send emails. I'm trying to send text messages. I'm trying to send all the correct paperwork. I'm trying to take care of these books that I just purchased. I gotta get ready for class August 25th, because it is going to be an unbearable amount of information that I'm going to try to learn of all the bad things that are happening and being targeted at me. I don't know how I'm supposed to complete this in 6 weeks. It seems like a lot of information for 6 weeks and 5 days a day, 5 days a week for just 4 hours a day. But it is a lot of information, and they know this. To my understanding, this patient care technician is not being informed to me correctly. Like, they have repeatedly sabotaged me over and over, every conversation, every fucking word, to make it as haggling as they can. And I'm trying my best. I can't go to the police for this. The police officers at this campus are not doing anything about what those parasitical people are doing, and whoever's behind the computer screens. I don't know what to do. I'm trying my best.